It's your girl, Lady Mocha. And you know I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm going to always break you off with a slice of knowledge. As I had stated before, when a woman has transitioned into thoughtism, if that's even a word, basically she continues to keep making the same mistake. She hasn't learned from the first guy that pretty much digmatized her, turned her out, and now she's trying to feed that same high again. She's trying to find her a new dealer, basically like somebody's who, like an addict who's on drugs. You know, something happens to the dealer goes to prison, has to do life, or either the dealer got killed in a robbery gone bad or whatever the case is, you know. She has to find her a new dealer, a new supplier. Once she realizes that dude that been supplying her with dick is no longer supplying her with a dick, she has to find a new supplier. And what happens is now she has created this cycle. She will continue to sleep with every Tom, Dick, Daryl, Keith, Willie, Joe, Robert. She will continue to make this a habit because now she has programmed herself to thought thinking. Basically, she feels like, as long as I keep sleeping with a man, as long as I keep giving it up, as long as I keep laying with any man that shows just a little bit of interest in me, that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep his interest, to keep him interested in me. Not realizing that over time, what all she's doing is devaluing herself, and she's contaminating herself physically and emotionally. And not only that, she's contaminating her name. What a lot of these women are not understanding is, you know, used to be a point in time when, you know, you will have to be, the only way you would be exposed for being a thought, you would have had to been in a small town. In a small town where everybody went to school together, everybody grew up on the same block together. It was more, you mean being a thought stood out even more. But now, thanks to social media, people don't have to know you from your hometown. Now all people have to do is go on your page. Once they find out your name or your nickname or whatever, they can go on your page and pretty much get an idea. If you're not blasting yourself, you know, somebody else is. Because social media, let's face it, everybody has abused the power of social media. And once you get that stain on yourself that you're a thought, that you're a freak, that you're a whore, now people can use social media to their advantage and really put it out there. When all before, where somebody would have to get to know you to find out if you was really a thought, or they would have had been grown in the same neighborhood or the same county or town. But now people don't even have to be in your same town to know that you're a thought, to know that you're a whore. You know, so the thing about it is, again, because she has basically adopted this thought way of thinking. She doesn't see anything wrong with her actions. You know, basically she has put herself in a position of where she has become passed around like a blunt. When niggas are puff, puff, and pass, puff, puff, pass. After they get a blow or two from her, they want nothing else to do with her. You know, and what slowly tends to happen over time when she's basically hopped from penis to penis, from dude to dude, and she becomes so contaminated and she becomes very tainted, her reputation becomes tainted. Eventually, she puts herself in a position to become dehydrated, where nobody wants to touch her. And especially not only if she has a bad reputation, she has a bunch of children on top of that. That's going to be another thing that's going to run men away from her. Because it's bad enough that they see she already has a reputation as being a thought, but then on top of being a thought, you are a thought. She's a thought with a lot of baggage, excess baggage on top of that. And the first thing he's going to think, if he's a real man that has any real substance and wisdom and common sense, he see a female like her with a bunch of kids and knows she's been all over from point A to point B. The chances of him even really wanting to have anything to deal with it is slim to none. Now, you may have a sucker to a simple two that'll still hit it, but that's all it's ever going to be. But basically, they put themselves in a position where over time, nobody wants to touch them. And this is where the dehydration comes in. Once you get a name, everybody knows, I'm going to just say Keisha. Everybody knows Keisha is the freak. Everybody done had Keisha. Everybody knows Keisha's reputation as the town thought. At this point, now, she has to really jump hurdles. She has to take extensive measures to try to get a man to really notice her. And that's why now a lot of these females, what they're starting to do is they're using social media. A lot of these thoughts that you see on social media that are exposing all of their assets, that are dressing very provocative and revealing, 9 times out of 10, she's doing that because she has been ran through by just about every dude in her town.